Righto, welcome to another episode of the Summernats Build-Up Show. Webby, what's going on, mate?
There's plenty going on. As you can see, we're here in Fitzy's workshop, and I've been over at Epic all morning trying to jam 25 cars in for unveiling.
I thought you told me you were at a karaoke bar in town.
No, that was last night.
Oh, okay, last night. All right, no worries, mate. Yeah, 25 cars, wow.
Yeah, and some killer cars. So
Yeah. Do you have that many car covers, mate, to cover up all these unveils?
that's what I've been working on all day. Give me a break.
Sewing away.
Exactly.
So that's obviously a massive spectacle. This part of Summernats 34 is the level of the unveil cars I know is going to be.
Yeah, look, it's fantastic because obviously all these people have been working on
Yep.
the cars, and half of these were going to be at Motorex, which we've had to postpone till April next year. So a lot of them didn't want to wait that long. So we're going to have the biggest unveil ever at Summernats 34.
Wow, looking forward to it.
I am looking forward
It's
to it.
actually nice to be in Canberra, right?
It is. Sunny, beautiful.
Absolutely sunny. The weather's great. Fitzy's turned on the weather for us. And speaking of, we're going to have a chat after Fitzy, obviously, in this episode.
Yeah, absolutely. We obviously talk about a real legend of Summernats and then get his take on the new event.
Yeah, absolutely. And, talk about gearing up towards Summernats 34.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What really makes this weekend special though is the effort that Street Machinists go to create their fabulous cars. People like Peter and Michelle Fitzpatrick who own this beautiful pearl white and blue FC Holden. Later on we'll talk to Fitzy about what best of all though, they'll see them cruising around inside Natex for the next 3 to 4 days. One of the first things that Fitzy must do when he goes to the Summernats is go through scrutineering and judging. Not only that, he knows what the competition for judging is all about. And so he's got to put the final preparation on the car. There's Michelle doing her bit, getting rid of all the last bit of dust, and the two boys supervising.
All right, how good. Summernats back on again. Here I am with a true Summernats legend. Welcome, Fitzy.
Yeah, mate, thank you. And it's actually great to have Summernats back on in Canberra because, it's been a bit of a drought down here. So
It's been a drought everywhere, mate, not just here.
So it seems to be that we couldn't go anywhere for car shows, and everyone keeps asking me, is Summernats on? And I'm going, yes, it's definitely on.
Yeah.
It's got to be. And it's going to be great.
Yeah, mate, I'm just obviously looking forward to it. But just before we get into that, obviously you would be, and I don't use that word very often, legend, but you would be truly, I guess, how many times you've been every event?
I missed one because Chick, when he changed the dates, if you remember, we used to go water skiing after Summernats, and he changed it to the week later. And I said to the boys, are we going to the Summernats or are we going skiing? And the consensus were we going water skiing. So we missed it 1 year.
Yeah. And how many times have you been Grand Champion?
6 times, yeah.
6 times. So 3 times when it was, no, how many times white and blue?
4 times it was white and blue.
Yeah.
And one with each, one with the blue, with the white, and once with the screen, yeah. So,
yeah. Fantastic. And then you've had other cars there as well, the hot rod and...
Yeah, and Aaron's car, and I was pretty fortunate with Aaron being, first time he took his car to a car show, he was a Summernats and he ended up being Grand Champion of Summernats, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's, like I said, true legend, that's great. So, with it happening down here soon, what's the general feel around town? I'm guessing pretty good.
Yeah. Well, the thing is around town that everybody's pretty pumped, as you can understand, with the car people. And there's quite a few cars that have been built over the last couple of years. So, and there's a couple of special cars that I know of, like friends of ours that are going to unveil them there, and they're pretty cool cars.
It's definitely plenty that's going to unveil. I got about 24, 25 on my list. I knew there was a couple here from Canberra. Really nice Monaro in the build.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool car. Paul up at ProFlow has got his hands on that one. So, and as you know, Paul always unveils something special.
Yeah, and plenty of them.
Yeah.
What are you bringing?
I'm just taking my 34 and just going to have a bit of cruise around, and Aaron's taking the 55 behind us. He's got a bit of a cruiser, so yeah, it should be pretty cool. And just the last few years, I've just taken the 34 and enjoyed it. And I was actually talking to Chick the other day, and I said to him, it's a lot different when you go there and taking your high-end show car for the sake of being in the elite hall, and then get out and just enjoy the event, because it's basically like two different events. You get out there and just have a bit of a cruise and a drive around, and it is different. There's no pressure. So I enjoy just going there, catching up to people I've met over the last 30, 40 years in street machining, and just enjoying it and just cruising around. You get to cut a couple of laps and take a few people for a lap in the 34, and because as you know, I just class my 34 as my daily driver. Absolutely. And I flog it a bit, so it's a good toy. Yeah.
And obviously, like you said, one thing that I always find, I'm obviously busy there, but you always catch up with people. Sometimes you may only see them once a year, but isn't it just, they're just like family, isn't it? It's great.
Yeah, and you do. Sometimes it's once a year or once every time they come to the Summernats, or, and in this case, like we haven't had the Summernats for a couple of years, so it's going to be even more special to catch up to a few people that you haven't seen. And hopefully, and they, like you said, they come from all over Australia, New Zealand, America, and you get lifelong friends from all over the world, really, from the Summernats.
So is there anything in particular you're looking forward to doing at this event that you mightn't have done before? Or?
Well, that's a hard question.
Yeah, I know, because you've been there so long. But we got a few different things this year and coming, but I'm sure that you'll find something there.
Probably just catching up with people and just cruising. And, I've always said to John Bauer that I'd like to get him to go for a lap around in my 34 and do a skid. And maybe we can both get kicked out. And he said, he won't even come near me because he thinks we're going to get kicked out. No. I said, that'd be cool, bud. I said, go for a cruise in the 34. Yeah. He always said he wanted to drive the FC, and I said, you've got no hope. So you can drive the 34.
Yeah. And you said Aaron's going to bring this. This is a pretty cool looking 55 behind us. It's all original?
Yeah. It's basically all original. Only it's got a 350 Vortec in it. It's pretty straight, and how it came back from 60 years ago, like 66 years ago, sorry. So, it's just a nice cruiser. So he's putting the child restraints in it so he can take his little daughter for a ride, and he's actually putting two so he can take his daughter and Daniel's little daughter cruising in it. So that's cool.
How good is that? Like, isn't it? It's amazing how the whole scene has evolved for people like you and me when we went to the first events, and now look, taking kids and grandkids.
Yeah, and so it's and that's what it's about. It's not always about like the high end cars, and it's just about people getting out there enjoying, and I prefer the steel bumper cars, as you know. Yeah. But it's just a cool thing to get out there and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. All right, mate. So thank you for your time here, and we will catch up with you real soon.
Yeah, catch everybody straight after Christmas, and just remember to bring your walking shoes and your driving shoes, and it'll have fun.
Summernats 34, here we come.
Yeah, can't wait.
Summernats is the place to go, everybody's here.
Summernats would like you to know that there's some exclusive new merch available now. Cool stuff like this, or this, and this, and this. Are we selling G-strings?
What?
There's also merch from previous Summernats events, Burnout Masters merch, and more. Be sure to click the Buy Now button to secure your exclusive merch. Mad. Do I have to give this shirt back? Can I have a free hat? Mad.
All right.
Right, Fitzy, pretty cool. Mad. Pretty cool shop here, mate.
Yeah, thanks, mate. A bit mad.
Yeah, totally. It is mad. What's also really mad is that sword there. So
Yeah, that was
a lot of hard work doing that, and that, no doubt.
Yeah, that was Aaron's Grand Champion sword when he took the Dado there in the Summernats 19. Yeah, so he's pretty proud of that, taken to his first car show and Snubble and Grand Champion.
How good is that? I guess. Where does he get it from, mate? That
I've got no idea, mate. It must have been someone else taught him well. So. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, totally. All right, Fitzy, there's a mower up here that's got a pretty cool story.
Yeah, it's a 1959 Victor, as you can see,
Yep.
and a mate of mine, Glenn Monday, he decided that he reckoned I needed it, so he restored it and gave it to me because it matches with the FC. So
1959 model, yeah.
yeah, and it's green too. So
Looks pretty
yeah,
nice, mate.
Yeah, amount of people come in and go, "Is it for sale?" And we're going, "No, she's a wall hanger."
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So it all goes.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, you can stick your foot
Have
underneath.
you cut a lawn with that thing?
One of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do that back in the early days. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. I'm sure nice cars like this HR Premier aren't, strangers to a workshop like this, mate.
No, it belongs to a friend of mine, John White. He's always wanted a HR, and he picked this one up, and it's sort of in the process of doing a few cool things to it. But it's a real nice, tidy car, and it's classic. So it's chrome, it's crashed, it's white. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's certainly and you got to love the smell of old cars. I seen it when it just moved back in the shed before. It's takes me back to being a kid. Of Dad drove me around in his old HG.
Yeah, he drove it in this morning, and he said it took him a couple of hours to get because the battery was flat, this and that. But as in lockdown, we're out of it now, it'll be at the Nats, just cruising around. So
too good.
Yeah, it's all cool.
I think I've said I like the workshop already, but all the cool stuff, he gives it a really cool vibe. You want to tell us about some of these cool bits?
Yeah, I mean, as it is, it's a sign shop as well. So there's a lot of cool stuff in here. I mean, that big one up there, that Fitzpatrick Speedworks, I mean, that was Aaron's TAFE project.
Yeah.
And even when he started doing it, because it's all done by hand, I said to him he was crazy, but it took him hours and hours. But it's what a cool sign.
Totally.
And a lot of the other stuff is a lot of car-related stuff, because that's what we are, so car-related. And, being in the shop for over 30 years, it's accumulated quite a few cool signs.
I'm sure it's had a few different variations in look as well, with different things on the wall. Or?
Yeah, no, it's tough. If it goes up on the wall, it's going to stay, because I like it for number one, and it's got to be pretty cool to go up there.
Yeah, totally.
There's a bonnet up there of Lord of the Rings that Daniel done when he was airbrushing. So
wow.
And which is pretty cool. So Daniel's, he's close to 40 now. I think he was only about 16 or 17 when he done the bonnet. So
yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And even a 747 jet.
yeah, I got that when I was flying past it with a helicopter.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Upside down, right?
Yeah. As they say, mad.
Mad. I heard you might take me for a lap in this, mate, maybe at Summernats.
No problems. You can take yourself for a lap. I don't care. I'll give you the keys. No problems.
Give us a bit of a spiel on the.
What do you want to know? I just bought it off a good friend Lewis.
Yeah.
There's surplus stock. He's got 1 million cars, obviously. And
there are some very cool ones.
Yeah, he's got some very cool ones. So just pieced it together slowly over this year, and
nice.
It should be a good cruiser.
I like that you were just telling me about before. I just love the look. It's that really nice hip. You've chosen a nice model, mate.
55 beautiful shape.
Yeah.
It's a 2-door hardtop. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool car. I looked for a while, and pretty stoked, because the colour's a rare colour as well, and it's pretty classic. So.
But I remember just before when Webby and your dad were talking about Summernats, and when you have an elite top-end show car at the show, it can be quite
stressful.
Stressful.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
So this is obviously, Summernats hasn't happened for 2 years or so. Pretty cool for you to just go and chill almost,
I think I took the Datsun Summernats 30, and we had both Datsuns there, and Dad had the FC and the hot rod. That was intense, man, because you're cleaning one car and then you go into the other car. It's full on, but it's good to just cruise there and
chill out.
Relax.
No plan. Just got to be here. Got to do this. Maybe do the city cruise.
Yeah, probably. I've done the city cruise a few times. I did it in the Datsun, the Summernats 30.
Yeah, super cruise for sure.
Super cruise for sure. Yeah, it's always good fun on Saturday night. And just cut some laps.
And it's such a long way for you to drive to Summernats from here, mate.
I think it's about a 3-minute drive, maybe 4 with traffic. We're pretty lucky, actually.
It'd be one of the shortest trips, I reckon, with some of the coolest cars for sure.
I used to work as scrutineering when I was a young fellow. I used to say to people, it took me a long time to get here too. Like, 2 minutes.
Yep, I bet. Well, I guess you grew up with the event, right? You know, like right at your feet.
Right at the doorstep,
and being so involved with your dad and stuff,
Yeah,
you know.
I think we went when we were young tackers in prams kind of thing, and I think Dad won Summernats 1990, I think it was. It was pretty. I was only like 4 years old.
I don't think there was many back then that he didn't win, right?
He had a bit of a clean sweep there. Not many people could drive like he did. So when the driving events were quite a spectacle.
Yeah, absolutely. A big part of taking Grand Champion, right?
Like, well, they used to do paddock bashing grass events in elite cars with candy undercarriage. It was crazy. But I think they don't do that now. They do them all on bitumen, which is just as tough because it sorts out the cars that work from the cars that don't.
Yeah.
And
well,
that's why the trend in the cars lately, I think, are more drivers.
Yeah.
Still, obviously, really elite, beautiful cars. But
a lot of the cars from a lot of the events we've had in the last couple of years, a lot of the cars are drivers' cars too.
Yeah,
you know? And they're still really clean and
really
tidy.
flash,
Really flash, but they drive awesome too.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I think it's great.
This year will be sick for cars.
This year's just going to be sick in general, mate.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'll see you there. I'll see you there.
Look forward to it.
Mad. So special projects, Fitzy. I hear there's some stuff in the works.
Yeah, I got a couple of things. I'm building a Chevy truck for Daniel. That'll be pretty cool. Plus, I've been helping Aaron out with the 55 to get it going, and I couldn't help myself, but I found myself an FC wagon. So it'll be pretty cool. And then one thing led to another. I mean, it's got to have a little RB30 in it with a
nice
little cool turbo and And then, if you look behind me, I've got a Commodore independent rear and a Commodore front. So, it's going to get that in it.
I think knowing your work over the years, mate, you're not going to do it by halves. It'll be pretty special.
Yeah, just something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Just to keep it going.
Speaking about something different, what's this bike over here, mate? It's giving me a throwback to a certain movie.
Yeah, that's the original GP Z900R, which was on the Top Gun movie.
Yeah.
It's basically all an original bike. Yeah, Daniel bought it a while back, and it's pretty cool. And it goes not too bad.
Gets the aviators on and goes for a ride.
Yeah.
No helmet.
So as you can tell, that we don't mind a bike or two, do you?
Yeah.
We're into our bikes as well. So I've been playing with them for a while.
Anything with wheels, mate, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Well, lawnmowers. Forklifts.
Absolutely. Sweet as.
Yeah, so it's all cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are a bit mad here.
Everybody, you got to have a bit of mad in your eye.
Yeah, you have.
Otherwise, what else in life is there to enjoy?
No, you got to there to do it, to enjoy it, and just you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Exactly right. That's why mad's a philosophy. You just have a good time and
well, for sure. Yeah, you got to be really mad.
That's right, mad. All right, another kill episode in the bank, Webs.
Yeah, fantastic. Isn't it great to be in Canberra and obviously close to the event that's coming up real soon.
Absolutely, and great to talk to one of Summernats' greatest pals in Fitzy there and Aaron. They're been building some of the best cars we've seen at the show.
Unbelievable Grand Champions, and got another car here. We're going to be another
Absolutely.
good one.
And Aaron said he would take me for a lap in this beautiful 55, so that's going to be fun.
Fantastic.
Nice to be in Canberra. Nice to be back. Don't forget, Summernats 34, January 6 to 9. What else have we got to say? Nothing else. That's it. Be there. Mad. Or maybe you've got to jump in, Fitz, and go mad.